Hey everyone, welcome back and welcome in if you're new. My name is Kay and today's swatch sash features cracked polishes Maxin and Relaxin collection, which they sent over to me as PR.
Thank you.
And they are also sponsoring today's video. Now, this collection actually celebrates the founder's birthday, Monique, but it does so by inviting you to relax, to chill, to get cozy, to vibe. This is not really your typical birthday collection. It doesn't scream celebration. It screams, let's just party by going to bed.
Good night, girl.
Now, aside from that, I have the jelly of the month. I think I have 2 bonus shades to share as well and a couple of stickers. So let's get to celebrating Monique's birthday and then I'll be back to share some thoughts, but also some details on the drop.
Freezy. We're kicking off the sesh with Freezy, which is a bonus shade. Freezy starts off with a very sheer white base as a foundation that got a loose hand of blue and green shimmers. It also has a secret shift to purple that I'll uncover soon. Now, I have my doubts on whether or not this polish could efficiently work as a topper. I think you'd have to be okay with the fact that it's gonna cast that milkiness over the base color, but check out the end result. Definitely speaks to its name because this one feels and just looks cold. Here's that secret shift to purple that you can unlock under indirect lighting and at pretty deep angles. And even though we are just about to end this winter season, I'd say this polish still fits right in, especially because most of the country is probably still experiencing a whole lot of cold. GTFO Ice. This next polish is a charity one supporting efforts to abolish ICE and protect the rights of immigrants through legal services and advocacy and education programs. Now, it is limited edition, but right now it's still available for pre-order on the Cracked website. So what we have here is a soft, icy blue base lit up with a fiery shimmer that changes from pinks to gold and orange tones. Notice how head-on that icy blue falls back as the fiery shimmers start to join and take over the nail, but under low indirect lighting, you mainly see those shifts into yellow and more orange tones. $3 from every bottle are going to be donated to Northwest Immigrant Rights Project, and so far Cracked has raised $1,877, but every bit counts, so please support if you can. Sheer Serenity. And now we get into a polish that is part of the Maxin and Relaxin collection. Starting from the ground up, we get a sheer base in what I would describe as a sandy rose color, and we can't deny that sheen in the mix. Those are actually silver and white shimmers blessing the formula with some sparkle, which, in my opinion, takes the polish up a few notches. And after swatching, I'll say that this polish left me with a pretty strong impression. It feels very classy and mature, while also fitting nicely into this leisure vibe that Cracked is leaning into. I'm also seeing it as a fun palette cleanser since we don't have much color saturation here. Peace Within Me. Next up, we have a remake to swatch and talk about, does anyone own Stuck on Monday Blues? Because this one is its next evolution. Now, the differences seem quite obvious from the swatch pictures of the OG version. Peace Within Me presents as a straightforward blue shade, whereas the OG had a very deep value, meaning it was a blackened blue. Now, Cracked describes this as a blurple, and this is why. In indirect lighting, those purple tones are going to start peeking through, adding a little color shifting action. I feel like Cracked definitely went from dreading Mondays to making peace with it, and same. Hey, so if you've ever wondered what it's like to have long nails, this is it.
Hey, disconnected.
You have them 1 second and then you don't. Girl, my nail literally broke in between swatches. Drop an F in the comments, and also my deepest apologies for dramatically changing your view, but the sesh must go on, so here we go. Chasing Calm. Chasing Calm is literally the mood after that tragedy, and it is a light gray jelly polish. Now, as a sucker for jellies, I love that Cracked has dropped so many variations of black jellies. Their catalog has a charcoal jelly and a black one, and now we're getting this light gray version. So you could say I'm basically preparing for some type of black jelly Skittle. I decided to leave it at 2 coats, but honestly, I'm so annoyed because I don't even have a nail line to see. Like, why did I even choose to open that door? That's how my nail broke, by the way. I just opened a door. Regardless, I really dig this, and you can likely deepen it just a little bit more with a 3rd layer. Just keep in mind that you might lose more nail line visibility if that's something you care about. Hush Hush. Here we have the only magnetic of the collection, which I'll show unmagnetized first, but then we're gonna move on to the cat eye and velvet styles. Crack describes this one as a nude brown base with rose pink magnetic pigments, and if you were to rock it like this, you'd basically end up with a shimmery brown look, which you'll have to build up in at least 2 layers because this is not a 1-coater. Notice that glazy appearance. That's the pink magnetic pigment, which I'm struggling to perceive as pink because it looks silver, but let's look at it magnetized. So right off the bat, you can see what that brown base is bringing to the table, but the magnetic pigment still looks quite silvery here. I would say don't expect to actually see pink because it mostly presents as silver, at least against this brown base. Bringing in that U-magnet is going to intensify the glazy appearance we saw in the unmagnetized state. You can definitely expect a strong flash when light reaches the magnetic particles. Those particles are just so sensitive to light, and we got such a generous amount of them that you're definitely gonna get your magnetic fix with Hush Hush. Undisturbed. Here we have the polish that is most interesting to me because within this serene collection, we get a little bit of fun. It's like a birthday party, but the music is low, the lights are dim, everybody's in onesies and drinking hot cocoa, that is. Then this polish shows up ready to get down and everyone's like, shh. Here's your blankie, we're celebrating quietly. Crack describes this mix as a midnight blue-gray base with a teal and silver shimmer and also a purple shift, but I found a little secret for you. Check this out. I'm seeing rainbow pops, which is forcing hollow thoughts into my brain, and this is why I describe this polish as the one who came ready to party but had to leave all that at the door. This was a clever addition though. Overall, I'd say that this is the most celebratory polish in this collection, but I also have to keep in mind that celebration wasn't even the theme here. Out of the Blue. So unlike Undisturbed, Out of the Blue knew the assignment and came prepared for the quiet party. This is the February jelly of the month. However, it's actually a Crelly, a sky blue Crelly that is a perfect fit for the Maxin and Relaxin color palette. Notice how even though it's a Crelly, it applies very similarly to how Crack jellies do, since those have a buildable quality and so do Crellys. I'm guessing that's why Crack let a Crelly slide into the JOTM crew. So here we have my end result consisting of 3 layers, since the second one didn't quite give me the evenness that I like to see. And there's no doubt that this polish does a great job at mimicking a blue sky. As a jelly lover though, I can't hide my desire to want to side-eye this polish for taking a true jelly's place. I could see why it still works though, so I'll skeptically take it. Silk Pillowcase. I feel like I might have left what I think is best for last, you guys, because did you see that bottle close-up? What we have here is silver on silver, not much to break down. It's truly that simple. Silver shimmers with an additional silver element. I can't wait to fully wear this one. I feel like I'll be using it to take the edge off whenever I want to wear my beloved Gray Matters, which was limited edition, so I must go easy on it. Now I'm going for a third coat here because my previous two were really thin, and this is the type of polish that looks best when it's completely opaque. Check out the end result here. It has a good level of shine head on in the parts that catch the light, but it's darker in the edges, which adds some dimension. So if you like silver, if you like a metal or aluminum type of effect, I think you're really gonna appreciate this polish. I also want to show you two new sticker drops. This is the Be Nice to Me sticker or else I will cry. With a cute little chonker of a bee, it does have a glossy finish and it's a decent size. I wouldn't say this is small. You'll be able to get this one for $3 on the Cracked website. And next we have the Dreaming of Cracked polish sticker featuring a little cat all cozied up on the moon cuddling with some cracked polish. This one also has the same glossy finish and size. It does appear to be the exact same sticker just with different art, and it'll also go for $3. And that was the sesh. So let's talk about it. You know, this is not really my type of color palette. However, I can't help that I was smiling like throughout my moment with each and every one of these polishes because the energy here is really giving birthday party for those who are tired. And it's really funny and it's really cool to me because it's almost like a birthday party for an introvert, and the party ends at 8:15, so you better be gone by then. That's kind of like the type of party that I want to have this year too for my birthday. So Monique may be starting a little trend here. And this party is actually going to start on February 20th at 11 a.m. EST. This collection is going to drop for $70 for the full set, but you can always get the individual shades for $12 to $14, although you don't have to pay that much, my friend, because there is a birthday sale. It's just for one day only, and it starts on February 20th, which is launch day. So on that day, you can get the individual shades for $10 to $13. Just remember, it's a one-day sale. If on that day you had money for just one polish, I would rapidly go for Silk Pillowcase. If you had money to add another one in, I'm going to go with Peace Within Me. If you had money to add one more, I'm going to go with Undisturbed. Undisturbed had 2 extra marshmallows in their cocoa and they got bold and everybody went, sit down, buddy. We're napping. Grab your blanket and keep it down. So that's going to wrap up today's slumber party sesh. Happy birthday to Monique, and thank you everyone for tuning in and checking these out with me. I hope you have a great day and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching so much. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you.